The village of Kisala had never feared the night. Darkness had always arrived gently, like a familiar guest, bringing rest, silence, and dreams. Elders sat beneath the baobab tree each evening, telling stories of the ancestors. Mothers sang low songs as cooking fires dimmed. Children slept before the moon climbed high. But on this particular evening, the wind arrived too early. It crept through the grass without sound. Dogs whimpered, chickens refused to roost, and somewhere beyond the village boundary, the drums began to beat without hands. The drums were old, older than memory. They were buried long ago near the sacred forest, sealed by the ancestors themselves. No one was allowed near them, not the hunters, not the children, not even the chief. Yet that night, the rhythm rolled across the land, slow, heavy, deliberate. Boom, boom, boom. Every heartbeat in Kisala began to follow the sound. The elders froze, their faces drained of blood. One of them whispered,
"One, the butcher, the boundary has been crossed." Why?
When the forbidden drums speak, the ancestors are no longer, they are walking.
The women pulled their children indoors. Doors were bolted, fires were extinguished. A rule was announced, clear and final. No one must sleep. No one must answer a voice. No one must step outside, no matter what they hear. The moon climbed higher, and the village waited. As midnight approached, the whispers began. Not loud, not sudden. Soft voices floated between huts, calling names only loved ones would know. Mama, brother, my child. People covered their ears. Some wept silently. Others rocked back and forth, eyes wide open. A young woman named Nalia heard her late mother's voice outside her door, gentle, familiar, aching. Her hand trembled on the wooden latch, but she remembered the warning. She did not open. Not everyone was strong. A man named Sefu, burdened by guilt and loss, heard his dead wife calling. She spoke of forgiveness, of warmth, of rest. He opened the door. The night swallowed him. There was no scream, no struggle, only the drums, changing rhythm, faster now, closer.
and the village understood. Something had entered Kisala. The night refused to end. The moon did not move. The drums did not stop. Fear became heavy, like wet cloth on the chest. People sat awake until their bodies begged for sleep, but sleep would not come. Elders chanted quietly. Children stared into nothingness. Some said they saw figures moving without feet. Others felt fingers brush past their skin, yet no one stepped outside. When morning finally arrived, it was weak and colorless. Birds did not sing. Cows refused to leave their pens. The villagers gathered slowly, counting one another. Sefu was missing. At the edge of the village, his footprints ended abruptly, as if he had lifted into the air. Near the sacred forest, the earth was disturbed. The drums were silent again, buried deeper than before. Elder Mzee Kando fell to his knees. He confessed what the elders had hidden for generations. Long ago, the village had sealed away a truth, a pact broken, a promise ignored, a sacrifice never completed. The drums were not evil, they were reminders, and Kisala had forgotten. That day, Kisala performed the old rites again. Names were spoken, wrongs acknowledged, silence respected. The wind softened, the birds returned, but the village was changed. No one laughed loudly after that. No one mocked old stories. No one ignored the elders again. To this day, elders say, the night no one slept was not a punishment, it was a warning. Because when people forget their past, the past does not forget them. And sometimes, the night comes to remind everyone.